Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for the August update of my Rolling 10 Project Pan for 2024. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted anything. I am a teacher, if you didn't know that, and I have two kids going back to school myself, personally, and I went back to work in the middle of August. So it's been busy around here, and there's a lot of things coming up. So needless to say, my focus has been very much on that kind of thing. But I've still been working on my Project Pan items. There are a bunch of things I'm rolling in, so let's get into the video. I had this rehomed Makeup Academy lipstick. This is in the shade 205. This I was trying to finish up, and I used it 18 more times since the last update, and it looks like this now. So not incredibly different from the last update. Like, the pan on the bottom is definitely expanding a little bit, but nothing super significant. But yeah, I did use it 18 more times, and I am trying to finish this off all the way. I don't think that's going to happen this year. So what do we have left in 2024? 4 months? I don't know if I'm going to get this done in 4 months, but we'll see how far I get. But yeah, this is still a project, and this is still an item that I like to mix with other colors because on its own it does wash me out. But it is a little annoying having to like do that to get to the right shade, you know what I mean? But it's okay because at least I get used on something else in my collection along with this. So that works out too. Okay, next we have the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. So this one I also want to finish up all the way. This I used 10 times since the last update, and I did take the stopper out a while back, and it does look gloopy. It's all over the applicator there, but it's fine. It's not like spilling out of the tube or anything, so it's still okay. There's still a ton of product in here. There is a little bit of windowing, and I feel like the windowing was more obvious at one point, but I think like once I took the stopper out, the product probably coated the sides a little bit more, so it's harder to see that. It's a little pink for me. Like, I know it's not fall yet, but usually once like September, the end of September comes, or October, like I definitely don't tend to wear colors this pink. I tend to kind of want to wear darker colors. So it'll be interesting seeing how I make this work moving forward. So, but yeah, it's still in the project to complete. I love the formula of those butter glosses. I always have. It's just like I'm ready to move them out of my collection because I've had them forever and they're still good. They don't smell weird or anything. So it's just time to start, yeah, keeping them going and rolling out. Next we have the Essence Lip Gloss in the shade, I keep forgetting the name of it because the whole writing came off the tube. Gold Dust, I think it's called. I want to finish this off, and it was up to here and now it's down to here. So it definitely came down a lot, and I expect this to be gone by the next update, maybe within the next 2 weeks. That would be awesome. Right now I'm wearing it by itself and I quite like it. Like, there are times when I thought it looked a little too frosty, but lately when I've been wearing it, I've kind of just been liking it the way it is. So just a little bit more to go. I have been enjoying it though. It's been a nice like thing to have in because my other lipsticks are really dry that are in my projects, and that's just been a nice way to add in more moisture. Eyeshadow, I only had one eyeshadow in this project, and that was the Ulta eyeshadow crayon in the shade Gold Coast. So this I wanted to use just 5 times. Yeah, I wanted to get a feel for the formula again, and typically the formula is fine, but I was noticing it was getting it was going on a little bit inconsistently, like it would kind of get a little lumpy or whatever, but I think it was because of the primer underneath that I was using. That was the glitter primer. So I have experimented with using a different primer, and I feel like it looks a lot better and more even now. So I enjoy it again. For a while I wasn't sure with that because it always was one of those eyeshadows that I really liked in my collection. I really like the Ulta eyeshadow crayons, but not if they're not going to perform, you know, but in general I do like them a lot. So that can get rolled out. I had the Wet n Wild Strike a Pose Rose Mega Glow Illuminating Powder. This is super old. The goal was to use this 10 times because I wasn't sure if I wanted to hang on to it for much longer because of the age, and just like I'm trying to like see what's going on in my blush inventory because I have way too many. But anyway, I did use this 10 times, and today was actually the 10th time. So I actually layered this on top of another blush, and I have a highlighter over it. So I think I'm still going to keep this. So I was saying in the last update that I was contemplating trying to pan these two colors because I don't really use this side really. It's more so these two. And yeah, I'm not sure like what the deal is with me trying to finish it right now. I think I still want to use it and yes, eventually finish it, but I don't know if I want to like keep it in the project to finish it off or kind of low-key pan it on the side. I am going to roll it out though. I think I'm going to roll it out in terms of speaking about it in every video, but I do think I want to keep it out to use indefinitely until it does finish. So I will be panning it, just not formally. So I'll keep it out. It'll always be out on my dresser until maybe it finishes or until I just don't feel like working with it anymore. So yeah, it is still a really nice blush. I still like it. I don't want to declutter it because it does have a nice pigmentation to it. It is rolling out, but I will continue to use it. Then we have Tarte Party. I want to finish this blush, but I am not quite there. I just rolled it into the project last time. I used this 17 times since my last update, which is a decent amount of times. And here's what it looks like now. When I pulled this into the project, it did have a pan in it already. So that pan has expanded a little bit. So that's promising. I feel better that I rolled in a blush to do in this project to complete because you know, blushes can be a little intimidating and daunting, as we know. They last forever, but I feel like there's hope here because it is smaller, it's a trial size. And yeah, there's a pan in there already. So I do enjoy this blush. I've been using it pretty regularly with 17 uses and I will continue to do so. And I'm really happy to have this particular blush in to finish because it's like, it's perfect because it is so neutral. You can wear it every day or anytime. You can layer things over it. Yeah, it's really hard to get this wrong. It just depends what you're looking for that day. But the vibes are pretty casual, so I can wear this most days and it's fine. The last blush that I'm talking about is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. My goal with this is to use it 15 times and I want to pan it in 2025 at some point. But now we're getting a head start with 15 uses. And it says I use this 8 times out of the 15. So this is still in the project. So I have 7 more uses left on this. I really love this blush. It's really, really nice. Yeah, it's just like a very natural looking, not too bright of a peach color. You have to be really, really careful when you push the product out because it can really squirt out a lot more than you want. So I have to be very, very careful with how I press down on it. But other than that, it's a great, great product. So 7 more uses to go with that. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which my goal was to use this 10 times and I did hit my goal and I actually used it 15 times. And there is a dip in there from like just having it for years and years. I was kind of wondering if it would be a little too like light to use this time of year because of my tan or whatever, but because yeah, this time of year I like to focus on the Hoola bronzer and get as much use out of that. So this is pretty nice. It does lean a little bit cooler than the Hoola, but it's been fine. I don't feel like at this time I need to keep using it. I'm excited that I even got to use it more than 10 times, so that is awesome. It's a decent bronzer. I just wanted to touch it, you know what I mean, and get some use on it. Some exciting news here. We have the Morphe Brow Pencil in the shade Java. And this I wanted to use up all the way, and I did use it up all the way. I really like this product. The only thing is, yeah, it's so precise, and this is a really dark shade, so you really have to be careful with how you put it on. But other than that, it's a really, really nice product. Even though I did enjoy this product, I've been really happy using my ABH brow pomade. That's the one that I really, really like for my brows. But if I am looking for a more defining product, for sure I would get this again. Now we have the Avon Black Eyeliner, which my goal was to finish it, and I finished it. There is no product, well, sorry, there's no product in there. It kind of hit that point where like it fell out and then was crumbling and then I just couldn't use it anymore. So yeah, it's done. And I'm super excited because this has been in my collection for years. It's so old. It's been in and out of projects, you know, ever since I've been doing these, and now I can finally kick it out of my collection for good. This was smudging a lot, and I can always appreciate a black liner, but right now I've just been using a black eyeshadow by MAC. I think it's called like Beauty Mark or something, and that has been working fine as a black eyeliner. Plus I have my e.l.f. liquid liner, so I do not feel the need to purchase a black eyeliner pencil at all. Like, I feel like I've been okay just using those two things as black eyeliners, and yeah, it's just one less product in my collection. So I'm really happy because, yeah, like I said, it's super old and it was smudging a little bit too much for my liking, but it was still usable, you know, to finish. But yeah, it's not ideal. Really excited to finish an eyeliner. That is really exciting. So that is done. Now it's time to roll in 5 products since I finished off or hit my goal on 5 products, and I'm really excited for these. But the first thing is not a makeup product. This is actually a perfume. This is Juicy Couture. I don't remember if this was like a particular type, but I think this is just like the classic Juicy Couture. Anyway, I've had this for ages. Not as much left in it, and I really want to finish this one off so I can finally say goodbye to it. It's still fine, you know, despite having it all these years. But yeah, warm and spicy is like the only way I can think to explain it. If I remember to get the notes for this, I'll put it up. But I feel like this reminds me so much of back in the day. You know what I mean? So it has that energy there. But I feel like I like it enough to use it more. That'll be in to finish. The next product that I'm rolling in is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. This was in this project, I believe, at the end of last year, maybe? I don't remember now, but I left off with this. I hit my goal of hitting pan, so that was like the first goal I had with it, and I reached that goal. And now I want to finish it for good. While this isn't really a shade I would pull out like this time of year, because I said earlier, you know, I like to use my warmer, more pigmented bronzers while I have a tan. This I do want to finish, you know, maybe in 2025 I'll probably get to finish this, but I want to get a head start on it, see, you know, where it goes. I'm probably not going to use this as much right now as Hoola, but I still want it to be there in the background getting usage. And yeah, eventually we'll get finished. So this one is in the project now to finish with probably a slower start, but that's okay. It's better than not getting any usage on it at all. And I think it'll be good. And I decided to hit pan on this highlighter, Stunner by Tarte. I just want to hit pan on this. I like this highlighter a lot because it's a little bit more low-key, and I feel like it's a nice, like, low-key kind of highlighter that I'm wearing today, but I can like top it on blushes, so that'll give it more chance of getting actual pan because I'm using more of it, because I can not just do this part of my face but like the actual cheek. I think it'll be good, so I'm excited to pull this one in. And if you want to swatch, it's like this kind of a highlighter. It's not too golden at all, it's not too silvery, it's just very neutral, almost like beigey neutral highlighter. So I think that's a really nice product and a lot more versatile than other highlighters that are super like light reflective. So for this next eyeshadow, I did the random number generator, and I did let myself repick if the shadow was something I used a little too recently, so there's that. So I ended up picking this Pussycat eyeshadow by Bare Minerals. This is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if you can really see it too well here, but it's very pretty. And I think this will be perfect. I'm gonna put like 10 times on this, so nothing crazy. I think 10 times will be good. Plus I was looking to add in a shadow into my Shop My Stash anyway, so that one is perfect. I really like these Bare Mineral eyeshadows, even though I know they're like really like from back in the day. Like, they work really well. They don't go off. I don't know. I got rid of a lot of the ones I had that I wasn't using because it's just like a lot. It's, you know, these don't ever die, and I just felt like I wasn't using all of them the same, but I kept the ones I knew I would actually use, you know what I mean? So that made the cut. So excited to get 10 uses on that. And my last product that I'm rolling in, I also did a random number generator because I couldn't decide what lip product to do. I did let myself generate from like the fall colors, because I just didn't want to pull in like a bright pink, so I just limited it to the fall colors. And it randomly generated this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Ginger Snap. Now this is super dark, like chocolate brown. I mean, I'm sure it could be sheared out too, of course, but yeah, it is very cool toned. In fact, I could probably mix this with this pinkier one and see what that would look like, because this might be a little too pink for the rest of the year. So that could be a cool way to use this. And I also randomly generated how many times I wanted to use this. So I did 1 to 20 and it generated 10 uses. So there you go, 10 uses on this. And yeah, some extra uses there, and I'm excited about it. Like, even though it is really dark, I'm excited to play around with it and see how I like to wear it or what to do with it. So that's in. And that completes this update. I'm really, really excited for my new products that I have rolling in, and I'm really pleased with the things that are rolling out, that I was able to hit my goals on that. And yeah, we'll see where we are next month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.